Welcome back, everyone. NicknLex here. Thank you so much for joining me today to this new episode of Music with Nick. Today, we're going to check out 3 songs. I wanted to thank Chris for sponsoring this marathon. Thank you so much. And thank you for sending me the links and also the description of this marathon. 2 bands that I definitely know. One that I absolutely adore and one that I really like. I'm talking about obviously Jethro Tull. It's just an amazing band. One of the prog bands I haven't gotten into like completely. You know, they have a style that's very, I think, very niche, but very original and great. And the National is just like, I did a marathon and it's just such an amazing band, like so much talent. A newer band, of course, but just unfortunately completely overlooked, but we'll listen to them. And then First Aid Kit, I've never heard of them before at all, but we're going to do a song by them. So yeah, good stuff. Thank you so much again for being here, everyone. If you clicked on the video, I hope you enjoy. Please like the video if you enjoy any of these tunes. If you want to say something, of course, comment below. Subscribe to the channel. It does help. Every single person helps and gets us further down to our, I don't know what really the goal is, how many subscribers, but it's just nice, So if you want to subscribe, if you want to keep up with the channel, please do so. So I'm going to read here what Chris sent me in his email. So it says here, so there was a first email and then a second email, and I thank you so much for that. This is like a revised version. It says here about that, of course, that there was a song that had already done. So it says here are 3 hauntingly beautiful songs which speak to the good and bad of couples in a relationship. It's very important. I think most of them, one of the most important things in our life, our relationships, a relationship, a marriage, or just your partner, So yeah, the good and the bad. The first 2 songs deal with troublesome ones, but we'll end with a very uplifting song, an ode to love by Ian Anderson of Jethro Tull. Surprise! So, all right, so I love it. And I know how serious, for example, the National can get. There was one song which basically I burst out in tears because it's just like they have a lot of feeling in their songs and in their lyrics and in their music. So I'm really looking forward to Fleeting One by First Aid Kit. This is from Stay Gold. Let's check out what year this was. They're from Sweden, 2014. It says 2 sisters from Sweden. You'd never guess it. I know Swedish people have like the best English, so you would never guess that they're from Sweden. Then we got Oblivious from by the National, the band. I really love the subtleties of this arrangement, very restrained. This is, let me see, from I Am Easy to Find album 2019. Like I said, they're newer, but they go back, sometime. Let's see. Okay. And then we're going to end it up here with Reasons for Waiting, Jethro Tull. Beautiful ballad, very different from Tull's later work. Hope everyone enjoys these tracks. All my best, Chris. Thank you so much. And with that, we've done our intro. Let's get to the music. I'll be right back. Let me set up everything and we'll enjoy the music. All right, here we go with the first band, First Aid Kit. I have no idea what I'm getting into, but I know it's going to be amazing. Thank you so much for joining me. Let's go.
Now I see winter's dawn, the wind turns traitor cold. Seems long since summertime and the stories that were told. We spoke of dreams that came to us when we were young. But as the morning rose, we spoke with forked tongues. My love is a fleeting one. My man could be anyone, and our love is a setting sun. As we took those evening walks down through the graveyard, those names engraved always put a new shade to my thoughts. But he and I, we both knew the bread that we break would never take their place. What's cold, you mustn't wait. My life is a fleeting one. My work is just a web I've spun. Oh, my life is a setting sun. I don't know where I'm going, but no one is coming with me. I won't give up chasing the sun. Here I go, look at me run. Here I go, look at me run. Here I go, look at me run. My love is a fleeting one. My man could be anyone, and our love is a setting sun. My life is a fleeting one. My work is just a web I've spun. Oh, my life is a setting sun. Baffled by the lies we'd been lent, we met the end too soon. I was honest when I told you we're as cryptic as the moon.
I don't even know what to say. It's so good. It's ridiculous how good it was. And yes, if you wouldn't have told me, Chris, that they were from Sweden, I mean, there's no accent. There is literally, it almost sounds Americana, you know. Beautiful voices, and the way they harmonize is like, it's like angelic, honestly. Folk music like this, I mean, you would think, yeah, maybe they're from, definitely, you know, it sounds very Americana. But yes, we also got amazing folk music from Britain, you know. But this is I don't know, it's just like even the accent sounds a little bit maybe a bit southern, you know. Just amazing, the guitar playing, just the production of this music is just top tier. And I mean, their range, especially, I don't know who's who, of course. Maybe I don't know who's doing the, you know, the harmony and who's doing the lead. They're both blonde, so although maybe I think one has slightly red. Clara Sönderberg and Johanna Sönderberg, amazing, just fantastic. Like, that's the kind of music that literally wants to, you know, I could cry with music like this because it's so beautiful, you know. And just the whole composition, the playing, just amazing. Thank you so much for the introduction, Chris. It's definitely something I'm gonna listen to, and I can't wait to show it to Alexa. She's gonna absolutely love this. I love the simplicity, but then again, It's not that simple at all. There's a lot behind this music. Very, very beautiful. Thank you. And let me know if you don't know this band. They are, they are big. They have 2.5 million followers on Spotify. So I'm definitely following right now, and please do the same. And I would watch them live, like no questions asked. So let's keep going with The National, which is another band that just have a lot of range and just a lot of emotion in their music, just like this. This was just beautiful, just beautiful. That's not other words to describe it. Give me one moment. All right, so we'll continue now with The National. The song Oblivions. Yeah, I'm still kind of like dumbfounded by the first 8 kit. What a beautiful duo. I just can't I literally had to pause the video just to kind of like compose myself. This again, thank you so much, Chris. I'm definitely gonna continue, watching their journey. And but yeah, The National, another band. They're from Britain. So we got a lot of good stuff from Europe today. This is from Europe, Britain, and Jethro Tull, of course, from Britain. So let's go with them. And I know I have a soft spot for The National. Their music just kicks my ass. It's I don't know what it is. It's the voice, it's the arrangements, it's just everything together. It's beauty, and that's what music should be, and so here we go. Let's check it out.
Afraid of anything I do.
I want you here.
You don't know what it's like to be around you. I still got my fear.
It's the way you say yes when I ask you to marry me. You don't know what you are doing. Do you think you can carry me over the threshold, over and over again until oblivion? It's the way that you're gonna stop needing to tell me you want me as much as I want you to. Tell me I'm over this threshold and everything's gonna be totally okay until oblivion. Still got my feeling. Still got my feeling. It's still always you. Every morning I think of, no matter what, how I want you here. I know I am easy to find, but it's never me. I still got still got my feet. I still got my feet. I still got my feet.
Wow. Oh my lord. I just want to see, because I've only heard the national with the lead singer. I'm Easy to Find is the album. Let me see. I'm Easy to Find. So this song, who was on the let me see. I just want to see who the female vocalist was. This is song number, 16 songs. So number 4, Mina Tyndall from she's a French folk and new wave singer. Oh, wow. Beautiful. I love how they were, harmonizing together and just singing together. This really beautiful song about, the fear of, oh my lord, I don't even want to get into it. Love, and relationship, just to be in a relationship. And I think it's becoming more difficult for people now with this, I can't say new way, because even I met my wife through social media, but I mean, we immediately met and we hit it off, and we've been together ever since, and you guys know us, very, very well. But it's just, I've just met so many people, and almost most of our friends either married and are good and fine, or some of our friends have, unfortunately, actually lots of our friends have separated, but some people don't even want to get together. They don't want to have the commitment, of being with someone. It's bizarre. Times have changed incredibly. And it's because of these things, like the fear of rejection, the fear of not being good enough, the fear of, being left, of giving everything, and that person then says, you know what, I found somebody else. Because in this new world that we live in, where it's so easy, to meet people from every parts of the world, wherever you are, if you go, it's just so different now, Back in the day, people met, and they met maybe in the same town or the same city, and then it just, it kind of, it did what it did, and then you were with this person for the rest of your life. And nowadays, people don't want to do that anymore. And like, I'm still old school, like, I don't know. It is just different nowadays. And I think this is also what this song talks about. Now, I have to be completely honest, the first song, I was so dumbfounded by like just the beginning and everything, and the piano and the voices, that I didn't even read the lyrics. I had them pulled up right now for the National. Let's take us a look real quick. I have them pulled up now. Let's see. I'm just gonna like read this real quick. My love is a fleeting one. My man could be anyone, and our love is a setting sun. As we took those evening walks down through the graveyard, those names engraved always put a new shade to my thoughts. But he and I, we both knew The bread that we break would never take their place. What's cold mustn't await. My life is a fleeting one. My work is just a web I've spun. All my life is a setting sun. I don't know where I'm going, but no one is coming with me. I won't give up chasing love. Sun, here I go, look at me run. Here I go, look at me run. Here I go. My love is a fleeting one. My man could be anyone, and our love is a setting sun. See, like, it is this, like, it's just what people go through, you know. And maybe, I don't know, that's why I love the comment section, because I don't know, maybe there's people, and I've seen videos, you know, I get recommended all kinds of stuff that I don't even look for. It's like the algorithm is all over the place. But the other day I got a video, and it's like, it's not worth anymore, you know, to be with a girl, or it's not worth anymore to be with a man, because people have such crazy ideas nowadays and expectations, and also I think social media has changed the way people think. Like, I don't know, I couldn't say that social media has like changed the way Alexia and I perceive the world, but I don't know, just the younger generation, all they see is people being in these beautiful places, and they're on these yachts, and they drive these amazing cars, and everybody's living like this impossible life, you know. And I think a lot of people are like, hey, I want that. I don't want to be in this town here. You know, I don't want to be with this guy. Like, there's something better out there. And that's just the thought process. And that's basically what they'll think forever from now on. You know, and it's all this impossible stuff, because all this is like a fantasy, you know, like all this, what we see is obviously edited and made up to be the best and to look the greatest, and even the people that make these videos, you know, and I'm guilty of making videos. I'm also on YouTube, you know, doing videos, but just when you look at these, you know, what they call like influencers, and we want to do something literally, I mean, we also obviously want to travel and stuff like that. So yes, guilty. I am guilty, but make it something a little bit more real. You know, a lot of videos, when I see them, I'm like, wow, this is amazing. Like, what is this? Like, where are you? How do these people make this? And it's obviously a lot of, is like, maybe they go there, spend a day there, they take a couple of pictures, they add slow motion and music and make it like a fantasy, like a movie. And then you think that's real life, you know, and that's what I want, you know, and that's also with love and men and women, and I want my wife to look like that supermodel, you know. That's just the world we live in, and I think these are unachievable things, you know, for most people. Yes, for some people, yes. Some people do only date supermodels and super good looking guys and 6'4", you know, men and stuff like that, and muscles, and they look like freaking Hercules. But it's not real. Like, it's not everybody can look like that, and you can't just like find that on the street or anywhere, you know, randomly. I don't know, I'm rambling. I think we should get back to the music, but it's a good thing to talk about, you know, these things that go through a lot of people's heads. And I think that's also, you know, that was the idea of the video, you know. I don't know if Chris wanted to go that deep, you know, but I just, you know, when I start talking, I don't stop. So I guess it's a little bit of a flaw. Okay, so we're going to end it up here with Jethro Tull, Reasons for Waiting, from Stand Up, and this is from 1969, all the way back to 1969. I'm like right now stuck in that era with the Doors. I'm loving the Doors, what we're doing with our Doors reactions. I'm such a big fan, and I knew of the Doors, but I just never gave him a chance, and I'm happy that we're doing it. Let's check out Jethro Tull.
What a sight for my eyes to see you in sleep. Could it stop the sunrise, hearing you weep? You're not seen, you're not heard, but I stand by my word. Came 1,000 miles just to catch you while you're smiling.
So good.
What a day for laughter and walking at night. Me following after, your hand holding tight. And the memory stays clear with a song that you hear. If I can but make the words awake the feeling. What a reason for waiting and dreaming of dreams. So here's hoping you faith in impossible schemes that are born in the sight of the wind blowing by, while the dimming light brings the end to a night of loving.
Wow. Ian Anderson has such an amazing voice, such a very, it's also like, you know, John Anderson, Ian Anderson, they both have the same last name, but all are also such amazing, like in their own right. I mean, you know, John is a more high pitched, beautiful, he sings like an angel, and Ian has just like this very recognizable voice, and something about his vibrato is just beautiful. This was an amazing tune. I love that it was not, you know, the typical. I love their progressive stuff, but this was amazing. I love the acoustic guitar, the way every time Jethro Tull, like when there's acoustic guitar, it's so clear, it's so crisp. And I have an electroacoustic guitar, you know. I mean, when you play a guitar, an acoustic guitar with steel strings, I've never really been able to really comfortably play a guitar like that. I don't know why. And today I actually went to see a luthier, uh, because of a guitar, and I have my acoustic guitar with nylon strings, and that is a completely different sound. It sounds more, like a classical guitar or like a flamenco guitar. But when you really know how to play that acoustic guitar with steel strings, there's nothing like it. It's just that bright, beautiful ring, to it, and just the strumming with the flute here, and the string section was just beautiful, and the lyrics. I mean, this is just masterfully recorded, and this da-dun, 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 and just beautiful track. Thank you so much for this. Let me see what album this is on. Stand Up. I think this is before they become a prog band, because I remember that Jethro Tull was even making fun of the whole prog scene. It's like, what are they doing? Like, and they were a folk band, in the 60s. And then after, I guess, Aqualung, this is before Benefit. We heard Benefit, and we didn't really like it, but because our expectation was in the wrong place. We expected another Dark Side of the Moon. We expected another, kind of like, we were into Genesis at the time, obviously very freshly, another Close to the Edge, another The Lamb Lies Down on Broadway, So what we got was, with Benefit, was more like folk rock like this. And we didn't appreciate it. We wanted something like Aqualung, Thick as a Brick. So that's just, you live, you learn, you listen to music, you get it sometimes later, on the third, on the fourth, fifth listen. I remember that. I remember back in the day when you had to pay for music. I mean, we still pay for music, like these services, but really pay for music, you'd buy a CD and it would cost you, and especially when you were younger, when you didn't make any sort of money, then, saving up for that CD or that LP, that was, it was a whole experience just to get to that. And then finally to be able to go to the shop and buy it, and then to listen to it, and then you would just love every song because you paid for it and it cost you time and money. And now you just click through, and that's what we talked about. We had an interview with Kansas's violinist. You'll be able to see it on the channel. And he talked about, paying for money, and it's a totally different experience. And you also, even if you put that CD on and the first song kind of sucked, you listen to that song until you loved it. Basically, because it was like, hey, now I paid for it, now I better like it. That's the way it was. And now you can just skip, that's something that I used to do as a kid. I put on a CD, and maybe the first song or the second one was horrible. Usually openers are always good because they want you to keep listening, but maybe the second song wasn't as good, but you would listen to that second song even though it was bad, until you loved it. There was something in the brain going on, Let me know if that ever happened to you, because it did to me. And that's how I started liking bad songs, because you get used to them, and, so. But thank you again, Chris, so much for this marathon. This was definitely something special. Thank you so much, because it's about love, and love is a very special, thing in our lives. And, when he was like saying, traveling thousands of miles just to see a smile, I've done that. I was living in Mexico, and Alexa was living in Seattle. And I would take a 5-hour plane ride. I would take in a 20-hour plane ride to see her, just to see her smile, and that's what love does. It literally, it breaks all the boundaries that we have and everything. A lot of stuff is possible. For love, we do whatever it takes, so that's a very, very important aspect of our life. So I like that we could make a marathon out of that. Thank you so much, Chris, and thanks everybody who joined me on this. I appreciate you all, and I know I talk way too much, but hey, I hope that's what you're here for. So thank you again so much for being here. I'll see you in the next one.